Hello and welcome to sportsbookreview.com. The finals is here, and how exciting to see Serena Williams back from maternity leave, giving it her all to face Angelique Kerber. Obviously, she's massive favourites there, 1.53. Does that point that she's going to win, or does that offer us tremendous value for the underdog, Angelique Kerber? Very excited. Two of the sharpest tennis betting minds in the industry to this video, Whale Kappa and Joao. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, boys. Starting with you, Joao, Serena Williams, you know, we've been discussing, and it's kind of like, no, the odds are too low to back her. Is this hers to lose, or has Kerber got tremendous value?
Serena has been playing at a great level, especially on serve, as I mentioned 2 days ago. It has been the highlight of the tournament for her. Her ability to serve and usually to do it under pressure, as she has always done throughout her career. So it's not surprising to see that. It's surprising to see how efficient she kept her movement, although she spent a lot of time without playing and she has to adjust to everything that is new for her now. But she has been playing at a great level. But on this match, I think she'll have a tough matchup, and her main weapon, the serve, will have on the other side one of the players that can opposite to that in the highest level, Angelique Kerber. I was very surprised the way Kerber played against Ostapenko, especially on serve. Her numbers were impressive. She had 77% first serve in, and she won 73% of the points with her second serve, which is her weakest point of the game. So it was a surprising stats, and I think that she can create some problems. And in terms of value, I think he's on the German side, if not to win, just to take one set. Both can be interesting approaches, I think.
I absolutely agree with you, Joao. What do you think, Whale Kappa? Values on at least to take us?
Yes, I strongly agree with all of those points. I think Kerber has been the most outstanding women's slam player over the course of this year. When she's gone out in epically long battles to women who are particularly good defensively. And I think she's a live dog here, for sure. I think I'll probably be taking her pre-match and then look for opportunities if she's up a set to back Williams on a favorable price and have both sides and just enjoy the third set. I do think this goes 3, and my favorite look is probably over 2.5 sets at plus 150 or 250 for those of you, $2.50 for those of you who are in the EU. Yeah, it should be a very, very fun match to watch. They produced really high quality tennis in both of the 2 slam finals we've seen between these players. Kerber was the victor in the Australian Open tilt that they had, and that one went 3. Serena was a very competitive match, I felt like, in the one Wimbledon final 2 years ago, where Serena ended up winning in straight sets. But I think that Serena, this is by far her toughest test. Kerber's playing absolutely fantastic tennis right now. And this is probably Serena's least favorable matchup in the final of anyone who was on the top half besides Kvitova. And I think this is going to be, I think Kerber definitely is a live dog here for me.
Yeah, she certainly is a live dog. If you like gun to head though, who's lifting that trophy at the end, Whale Kappa?
I'll say Kerber gets it done in 3. I think the longer the match goes, the more it tilts in her favor. I think she can eke out a third set here, and we may be in for a long one. I know we just sat through the second longest Wimbledon tennis match in history with Isner Anderson. I don't think we'll go that long. But I could definitely see us making it deep into a third set here before a winner is decided. And at that point, I would tilt towards Kerber, who's played fantastic tennis and is just in better form and fitness in general right now.
Yeah. And do you agree with what Whale Kappa's saying, Joao?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, I think that Kerber has very good value on this match. If not to win, just to take one set, both I think are good approaches. And also one fact, I don't know how Wimbledon doesn't, but every year it seems that the courts are slower. So even this year, I think that the center court is even slower than it was previous edition. And we just keep going on this trend. I don't know where it's going to stop, but that will definitely favor Angelique on this match. So overall, I think that the German has a good chance. The matchup is also a good one for her in terms of that she can create a lot of problems to Serena. It's not a fact that the matchup is good for Angelique, it's more a matchup that is bad for Serena. I think it's more on that matter. And the American will have some problems here, and Kerber can get her revenge from the defeat that she had 2 years ago.
Absolutely. And Whale Kappa, for our viewers right now, and you were sort of saying that you were going to take Kerber on the money line and then see how it goes throughout the tournament, throughout the match. Sorry. Right now, what would you? Is there any sort of like tips that you would give our viewers right now?
So, well, first of all, over 2.5 sets is my favorite look in the match. I think this goes 3. Kerber on the money line, I'll have a position as well. Kerber 2-1, I'll have a position on that. And then I'm almost certainly going to cover all of that with a live wager on Serena if Kerber takes the first set or if it's 1-1 going into the third.
All right, well, keep us up to date on your Twitter there, whale_Kappa, for those as well who wants to follow Whale Kappa. Joao, same question to you. What should we pull the trigger on right now?
Similar approach. I would just go with Kerber money line and plus 1.5 set handicap. That line is 168 now. So between those two, maybe the 1 unit on the plus 1.5 and half on the money line, something like that could be also a good approach if this match goes the distance. You at least, if Angelique loses in 3 sets, you get some profit there. So can be a good approach also. Also a long match, but I think that in terms of value on the current odds, has to be on Angelique's side.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Joao, you were mentioning just before we were filming that Djokovic and Nadal are playing undercover, which means that that favors Djokovic. Is that right?
Yeah, in theory, we can never precise, but in theory, should benefit Djokovic. There was a massive drop on Nadal's price since we filmed. It was 207 plus 107. Now it's 190, so it was a significant drop on Nadal's money line since then. The Spaniards, as we mentioned 2 days ago, in terms of level, both play at a very good level. We have now the variable of the roof. How are they going to perform? And there's also another tough variable to predict, which is how both players will handle waiting so long for this match, because they have been, even the fifth set took, I don't know, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. For those 2 hours and a half, the set could end at any moment, so they have to be ready to play at any moment. It's a very stressful situation. They'll start this match already with some mental fatigue for sure. If I had to say, both players are incredible champions, but in terms of mental toughness, I believe that Nadal is the strongest of the two. And also, when you see Nadal playing, you can see that he has all those rituals or everything that he does to try to, I don't know if you want to say, to get into another dimension. And I think that from the two, he's the one who probably handled better this and was able to get outside his mind the situation and just focus on something else.
Yeah.
It's a tough match to predict with all these variables, but I think that still Nadal can do it.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of feedback from somewhere. It sounds like somebody's like is that you?
Me. I don't think so.
No, I know what it is. It's my dog that is chewing at me. Yes, I have
to stop it. A dog called Oreo.
Well,
it sounds like Oreo's poking.
Give me a second.
Speaking of dogs, I want nothing to do with the underdog in the men's final. Kevin Anderson will be a massively priced underdog, and give me everything to do with even if Nadal and Djokovic play into 5 sets and we have a barn burner tomorrow that in their short turnaround, I'm still interested in backing Nadal or Djokovic, whoever wins, to win the title. And I'll go a step farther and say I want nothing to do with Anderson or Isner for all the rest of the summer hardcourt swing. I don't expect that we see either of these guys bounce back physically until the fall at the earliest. And Anderson now playing back-to-back 5-set full into overtime distances. Joao's dog is the only dog I like on Sunday.
No,
how's Oreo? Oh, she's massive now, isn't she? Oh,
yeah, she's doing quite well.
Has she stopped chewing shoes?
Yeah, she's just going for toys now, especially the ones that make noise while I'm filming.
Okay, is that what that was? Okay, cool. All right. Listen, great stuff, guys. I really appreciate you coming on for our viewers. Sorry about the video quality here. It was a last minute. We had to do Hangout and not in the studio. So apologies, but hopefully the quality of the tips makes up for it. Big thanks to Whale Kappa and, of course, Joao. Best of luck and the finals, guys.
Best of luck. Thank you for having us, Natalie.
All right.